Greetings everyone, welcome back to a new video. Short one today. We need to replace the fans on my laptop that have gone haywire. This is my only PC that I have. I mean, if you exclude the NAS and the server and anything like that, but this is the only one that I have like properly working and editing and gaming and stuff like that. This is a Gigabyte G5 KF. I got this, well, let me think about it, March 2023. The reason I got it, because honestly it was the cheapest 4060 laptop that I could find in a 15-inch form factor. Because, well, work. I travel a lot, like a lot for work. I'm basically living 8 months out of the year out of hotels, so yeah. Need something relatively light and small to carry around. So this was the only thing that was available, I mean, for a reasonable price. I think I paid around $1,000 for it, no, $1,200 for it, 1,000 euros more or less. Which isn't cheap, but again, it has a 4060 in it, which is what I wanted. Because of the 8 gigs of RAM, I wanted to play games. When I have nothing to do, might as well play some games. It's not the most powerful thing. I think the GPU is around 80 watts or something like that. I mean, it's decent, plays all the newest games, no issues. Sometimes you have to put the resolution down a bit, but it works just fine. Honestly, the biggest drawback of this laptop is the monitor. The monitor is disgusting. I mean, it's a high refresh rate. Don't remember, 120 Hz, something like that. But it's just terrible. The saturation, the colors, the viewing angles is just really bad. Like really, really bad. And the speakers, they're terrible, terrible. Regardless, it's served its purpose and I've been using it for like 2.5 years and it's running just great. The only thing that happened lately was, well, one of the fans, the GPU fans, started going haywire. Like really, really, really bad. A lot of noise. So you couldn't be in the same room. It was literally shaking my desk when it was ramping up. Actually, why am I telling you? Let me show you a little video how it actually sounds like. So yeah, it's that bad. So we need to replace the fans. Well, took out all the screws. Luckily they're the same size, so it doesn't matter. So let's take the back cover off. Not much to it, just start at the corner, gently lift it off. Be careful with the back because of the ports that it has here. You need to push it out a little bit before you lift it up. And the back is off. I've been in here before. Maybe you can see I have added a extra hard drive, a 2 terabyte. No, this is the one that came with. I added the 2 terabyte hard drive SSD, NVMe SSD, and upgraded the RAM to 32 gigs. So it's a bit more future-proof. But yeah, I ordered some fans. Could only find them on AliExpress, which is fine. Took around 2 weeks delivery. Hopefully they work, hopefully they fit. This is the first time that I'm opening it to see if it fits. And since the GPU fan was the one that failed, well, I figured I might as well get both. Why not? The CPU one will fail as well if the GPU one failed. So let's see if they fit. Oh, actually it's on the back side. Okay, so I have to take everything off before I can check if it works. Regardless, I do think they do. If you notice the markings, do you? No, again, they're on the back side. Like I said, I've been in here before. But these are the... Let me see if I can focus on these. Maybe you can see the numbers. These are the numbers for the fans. But I'll show you a close-up picture of the fans. So let's take off this heatsink assembly with the heat pipes and, well, I'm guessing this is just a copper plate. It's not a vapor chamber or whatever it's used nowadays, but again, it served this purpose. If you can see here, I don't know if you can, but these things are numbered. All the screws are numbered. In theory, that's the order in which you put them on. So to take them off, well, you start from the end, which is 12 here, I'm guessing, yeah. So first the fans, and then we move on to the CPU and GPU. Let me change the bit here for something smaller. This one? Nope. Not small enough. How about this one? Yep. Started with these screws. I shouldn't have started with those, with the silver ones. Pretty sure I have to remove the black ones as well, considering that's how the fan attaches, but anyway. That's why I'm filming this, so in case you do have issues with it, well, you see my mistakes. And since they're selling replacements on AliExpress, well, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who had this issue. I have taken this off before, even before the fans were starting to act up, because I replaced the thermal paste. I was reading a bit online about it, and people who did take it off before, they're like, the paste was crusty and dry as all hell, even when brand new from the factory. And I did replace the thermal paste, and it was very, very dry. It did help with the thermals a bit, but again, it's a gaming laptop. If you expect something to be very quiet, well, you're not gonna get it in a gaming laptop. But I was aware of that. Plus, I use headphones for everything, for gaming, for editing, anything serious like that that will ramp up the fans. I just use headphones. Good idea would be to unplug the battery. Don't be like me. You might short something out with these screws and, well, you can kiss your laptop goodbye. But I'm fine with it. So this tape holds the fan wires. So all the screws are out. This should just lift off now. You will need a bit of pulling apart since the thermal paste will keep it kind of glued together. Let me take this cable out. Okay. You spin it around. Well, there we go. CPU, GPU, and my thermal paste application, which actually doesn't look that bad, but it's a lot of it. Let me clean this up a bit because I'm gonna replace the thermal paste. Since I'm in here, might as well do it. And for the rest, I have some Q-tips with a bit of isopropyl alcohol, isopropanol, however you want to call it. If you do get it on some components, it's fine. Thermal paste is electrically unconductive. That means you won't short anything out if you do get it on any of the components. But it does make for a cleaner look if you keep everything, well, clean. Well, that's gonna have to do. This part here, there's some capacitors, very, very small capacitors here, and I don't want to overdo it. I might tear some of them up, and, well, that's gonna be a headache that I don't want to deal with. But this is fine. The thermal pads, well, they seem soft enough still. I see that this one broke a bit, but it should be fine. So let's clean this part up as well. That should be enough. Let's check the fans. Let me see which one. It's this one. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. And the GPU one. This. Yep, the same. Connectors are the same, so that's good. That means I ordered the right part. I'll put the part numbers in the description below if you need to order some for yourself. But let's disconnect the wires. Just pull on them gently, nothing special. They're not kept in place with any kind of mechanism or anything like that. Okay. Let's get the laptop out of the way while we change the fans. Okay, so on the other side we will need to remove these black screws so the fans will pop out. Okay, there we go. And it's stuck down here with a bit of tape. These things usually are, so they can redirect the airflow straight to the fins for cooling. And it's a bit of dust in here, which I will need to clean up. Oh, that's a lot of dust buildup. Okay, let me clean this real fast and I'll be right back. Now let's attach the new fans. Let's start with the GPU fan. Okay. I will need to transplant the tape from this side, from the old fan. Won't stick on as good, but it should be fine. Well, looks like it's not. Well, I have some Kapton tape that I can use. This is just, well, sticky tape, but it is heat and electrically unconductive and heat proof. So it won't like dilate and bend with the heat and stuff like that. So it should help a bit. I mean, it should stand the heating of the heat pipes without deforming or losing its stickage. I mean, it should. I don't know. I got it off Temu, so you know. Do with that what you will. Now let's screw them in. Try not to over tighten these. They literally just go into plastic and, well, you can easily overdo it and break the thread. Won't cause many issues, but it will vibrate and gather dust in places that it shouldn't, and well, you get overheating again. Great, they fit perfectly. So now let's bring the laptop back, and we're gonna need some thermal paste. For this I got this Thermal Grizzly Hydronaut. Apparently it's very good. Even if it's by 1 or 2 degrees, it makes a lot of difference in laptops, in gaming laptops. Even if it goes down by 1 degree, you'll be surprised how much difference it makes. This is not cheap, considering what you get, because it's 1 gram only, so yeah. Certificate of origin, well, sure, whatever. I got it online, sure, it's fine. Everybody has their own way of applying thermal paste. I honestly, I'm in no camp. The only camp I'm in is, well, just put it in the middle and then it will splat out wherever it needs to go. Works so far, so that's what I'm doing here as well. Originally it also had thermal pad on this metal thing that's around the GPU. So I'm gonna apply a bit there as well. Well, if they put it in there in the first place from the factory, they probably know something. Anyway, that should be enough. Okay, there we go. So now we screw it down in the order written on the screws. So 1, 2, 3, all the way till we finish. How I like to do it is just tighten down at first just slightly and then go around and button everything down. I don't know if it's the right or wrong way. That's how I've been doing it for years. and it's worked so far. Again, don't know if it does anything. And that's it. It's done. I'll save you the time of me putting back the cover because it's super easy. But that's it. Hopefully it works. I'm sure it's gonna work. If not, I'm gonna leave it in the description down below. But if you don't see anything about not working, well, that means it worked. And I'm pretty sure it will. So yeah, that's it. Quick, easy, dirty video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll catch you for the next video.